Here are some info and tasting notes for the Aultmore 12-year-old. So the Aultmore 12-year-old is quite an unknown whiskey as far as most people are concerned, because it's been around since 1897 but hasn't really been producing malt for single malt consumption purposes. Most of its whiskey was being used for blending, specifically into the Dewar's blends. So it was getting sold off to different distilleries and different companies to blend it, but it wasn't necessarily going into a malt form where people could go and enjoy it as the distillery character all by itself. So really cool that they have started bringing it out, obviously with the boom in single malt and the interest from the general public about whiskey. There's now space for them to do that. So at the moment they've got the 12 out, they've got an 18, they've also got a 21-year-old that they do. So this one here I've found has been very, very well received by the public. It is very, very approachable. As you can see, the color on this is really light, which means that it only spends time in American oak, which would have been ex-bourbon casks, so there's no sherry involved here. But the flavor profile is what really makes a difference here. So if you have a go on the nose, it is once again very light, very approachable. You might get like faint straw. There's talk of caramelized bananas, so you might get a little bit of that sweetness coming through, but there's definitely like a green apple kind of brightness and freshness to it, which is really, really great. And you might get hints of like a darker chocolate that comes through somewhere near the end. On the palate, it's once again very vibrant, very refreshing, very accessible. Got quite a nice kind of vanilla ice cream kind of creaminess to it, which is really cool. It's always nice when a whiskey's got that bright, vibrant aroma, and then it suddenly has a beautiful coating on the tongue. So really approachable whiskey, very, very drinkable. Even though it's coming in at 46%, it doesn't feel like it at all. So I'd highly recommend that to a lot of people who are looking to get into single malt, because it is a very low barrier. There's not many people I've come across that have tried that haven't enjoyed it. So, slàinte mhath.